So Western Suburbs coming out now for their match against the Canberra Raiders. Andrew Farah just walking through our cameras. Mal Meninga takes his Canberra team out. And let's have a look at the teams now. For Western Suburbs, Wire, Bell comes from Canberra to West. Farah, Terry Hill from East to West. Wayne Simons, Dimmick, Taylor, Carney, Langmack and Anderson. The Raiders, McDonald comes in for Belcher, Mullins, Meninga, and here's a surprise package. Laurie Daly makes an appearance in the 7s after it was thought he wouldn't be here. Harrison, Clyde, Gale, Fritz, Walters and Crocker. Big Mal. And Laurie Daly, the papers, and we all had it that he wouldn't play in the 7s. He's here tonight.
And what a plus for the Canberra side. Actually went across to New Zealand for their trial match. Didn't even take his boots. Had to borrow a pair of boots. Played 60 minutes of the game. Came through okay. And the ankle must be all right because he's here for the 7s tournament. What a player.
Paul Langmack. He had that terrible injury, but he's worked hard. He's back. Terry Hill in the foreground. He was the centre of all the draft controversy. Jim Dimmick is the number 6, a player that Warren Ryan has high admiration for. Graham Annesley has got the whistle. Canberra versus West. And it's time on. Canberra running from left to right in the predominantly white jumper that they sometimes utilise. Mal Meninga going straight over the top of Wayne Simons.
And that's a show of confidence by West. Why would you kick the football straight to Mal Meninga?
Daly. Langmack is in the 9. Taylor's in the familiar 7. Ball played by Bradley Clyde. This is Fritz now.
Big job for Fritz this year at the Canberra club with both Brent Todd and Glenn Lazarus moving to other clubs. Plenty of pressure on him as Canberra look to move the ball wide, which they do so very well.
Jason Crocker now coming up with the football. Meninga playing close to the balls and weights it down into West territory, but beautifully taken by Wayne Simons. Jason Taylor, dummy half. No, it was Terry Hill on the halfway mark. Dimmick comes into acting halfback. Langmack very close to forward. Fritz was one tackler, Daly the other. To the right now for Taylor. Dances and comes back left for Dimmick to give it to Taylor. Taylor gives it inside for Simons. Good tackle by Daly, smothered out any chance of a continuation. But they hang on to the football, the black and whites. Very high expectations for this year. Terry Hill just outside the 22. This is their last tackle, Andrew Farah. Taylor, they put the numbers on the blind side. Chance for Western Suburbs. Let's say a try. David Anderson. Anderson has put it down. Magpie. They lead 4-0.
Yeah, you look pretty happy, Raz. It's a good play here by Jason Taylor. Put the kick through. The Canberra players weren't able to turn in time, and a good chase there from David Anderson. Got the ball down with one arm, but no doubt that he did force the football, and that was a good option on the 6th tackle to run it to the line and then put one through. Tough kick for Jason Taylor.
Well, he's a bit of a Matthew Ridge when it comes to the place kick. Yes, I wonder how he goes at the drop kick.
Not too many other people you'd want to be taking the kick as he moves in.
Not a bad looker for direction, but it's just offline. 4 points to 0 in favour of the black and whites. Back for the restart when Taylor gets into position. This is Clyde. Hill over the top of Langmack underneath. Canberra now trying to come back. Mullins. Will he go all the way? Yes, he has.
It's a try.
Brett Mullins has scored. Tim James pretty happy with it, but he's worried about this. Brett Mullins limping back into position.
Yes, Mullins showed great speed here. Of course, the son of one of these favourite players was able to get the ball down the court. Big Bill Mullins, and he's got a different build, but he's certainly got more speed than his father. Able to run in a pretty important try, and Laurie Daly to take the conversion attempt.
From the sideline, away it goes, but it's wide. No addition to the scoreline. We're locked up at 4 points all, the Raiders and the Magpies in the Nissan 7s.
Going to be one of the better games of the Nissan 7's, I think, this one, Ray. Both sides very strong defensively and of course, can run points in. I don't think there'll be many points between them come the final 14th minute.
They say that this man, Andrew Farah, has added a couple of metres to his speed during the off-season. Here he is with the ball now. Now it's away for Anderson. Anderson met there and pulled down by Jason Croker.
One of the important things, I suppose, I think it's the first time I've seen Andrew Farah play without some sort of strapping. Long time.
Jim Dimmick plays it back for Jason Taylor. Taylor, he gets inside. Then pulled down 3 metres away from the line. Western Suburbs through Anderson to Farah. Langmack wanting it. He's with it now, Langmack. Now it's Dimmick. Dimmick gets it away, but it's on the ground for Terry Hill. Run to go down, Pete.
That passage of play we've seen why Canberra have won premierships. They were scrambling in defence. They've been able to keep the opposition out when they looked as though the opposition must run tries in. But they were still able to keep their line intact, and that's why they've won competitions.
Ball played by Croker. Meninga dummy half. Bradley Clyde steams onto the ball and pulled down from behind by Terry Hill. Steve Walters. This is Michael Harrison, convert from rugby union. Big raps on the boy too. Clyde again, over the halfway, over the 40, over the 32. Support coming in the shape of Laurie Daly. And Daly goes in to grab another try for the Raiders. 8 points to 4 now.
Yes, and a happier looking Tim Sheens on the sideline, and he'd be just happy to see Laurie Daly get through this game. He's going to be instrumental in their plans this year. He started the playoff, picked up Bradley Clyde. Clyde able to wrong foot Andrew Farah. Despairing tackle there by Langmack, but Laurie Daly backing up like all good players on the inside. Never a chance for Terry Hill coming across late.
Al Meninga going up to take the attempted conversion. They've got their nose in front now, Canberra, so whatever time they can consume, they will. Laurie Daly has left the field after scoring the try. Meninga's only about 10 metres off centre, and it's wide of the uprights. So Canberra leads West with a minute of the first half to go by 8 points to 4. Meninga back on his own side of halfway, and that indicates time coming back on. Farah pulled down by Harrison. Dimmick as the acting half. Hold it for 6 here. They could be in again. Dimmick now. Taylor's gone to dummy half. The ball was raked back by Canberra. Restarts the tackle count. International laws with just a few modifications. Langmack looking for a runner. The ball is loose for Canberra. Dived on by Stephen Walters.
20 seconds left on the clock. Canberra, one of the sides who are capable of going 60 metres in 20 seconds.
Fritz to play it. Away now for Scott Gale. Langmack makes the tackle.
I think it's telling them to take the ball forward. Cromwell cleans up. Got a man outside him.
There's the siren. So the end of the first half. Canberra leading West by 8 points to 4. We'll take a break and be back to the Nissan 7's in just a moment. Welcome back. Canberra leading West. 7 minutes remaining as we get set for the second half at the football stadium. Nissan World 7's. A shallow restart by Meninga. It pays off. Diving on the ball, Scott Gale.
Great play there from Mal Meninga. They're the kind of things that turn these kinds of games around, except Canberra have come up with a mistake now. Western Suburbs retrieve possession, but a smart start there from the second half by the Canberra team.
Andrew Farah, long pass, ill-directed. Chance for Canberra here. Picked up quickly there by Croker. Away now for Daly. This is Gale. Meninga. That's the 22 line. He's running along it at the moment. Now he gets a one-handed pass away. It's McDonald to play it. Meninga decides to go up the blind side. McDonald now. The stretch is on to the left for Gale. Gale steps off his left foot. Locks the pass over the top. Player coming back onside. It's Carney. He's outside the 22. Simons goes into half through Farah. This is Taylor. Quick hands to Russell Wire now. Wyre's up and over the halfway. Wyre's on his way, but they've got him, and he's lost it. So Hill goes through, picks it up. The knock on, no advantage.
Great speed shown once again by Mullins, the winger for the Canberra club, but a poor mistake there from Russell Wyre. Knocked the ball on in good position. Really just didn't have good ball control in that situation.
Daly. Gale. Wyre went low, Hill over the top. Solid tackle on Gale. This is Harrison. Now it's McDonald. Clyde's with him. The Australian lock forward. Big run up the sideline. Tries to come back in and link up with support. Oh, McDonald has put it down. A try has gone begging for the Raiders.
Yeah, try has gone begging. I was very surprised that Bradley Clyde did stop. I thought that he'd have taken Terry Hill on. Hill was coming across in defence. He got a good ball away to McDonald, but he was unable to retain possession. Went over the sideline, and it's a Western Suburbs feed.
Terry Hill. Daly combines there with Gale. Barra. Michael Harrison, the first time I've seen him, but he's done some good things, and quite surprisingly, a lot of those good things are in defence. Russell Wyre. Good pass for Barra. Fine support in Langmack. Good hands, Langmack.
But the ball was forward. And that's a penalty. Should be a penalty.
I don't think Annesley sighted it that way. Taylor, they work the angle now. So the knock-on sees the scrum about 10 metres on Canberra side of halfway.
No hurry from Scott Gale to pick this football up to feed it. They are in front on the scoreboard, 8 points to 4, 3.5 minutes to go. Looking to maintain possession here. Take somebody on from the scrum base. Mullins, the quickest man on the field. They've gone straight to him from the scrum.
Out of 2 tackles. And it's Mark Bell who puts his former teammate to ground. Harrison. Oh, they put it away for Langmack to send Terry Hill on a run. He's inside the 32. Here's the support. They'll go under the black top. Yes, Wayne Simons. Simons scores. And West with a golden opportunity to go to a 10 points to 8 lead.
And no doubt they'll go to that lead. Paul Langmack able to clean up the ball, offloaded to Terry Hill. Attempted ankle tap on Terry Hill was unsuccessful, and Simons backing up on the inside. Always had plenty of speed. Ex-halfback actually had a very successful move out to the wing. And Jason Taylor moves up to put them a further 2 points clear.
Taylor gets the extras. Western Suburbs leading Canberra by 10 points to 8 with exactly 2.5 minutes to go. Taylor jogging back, crosses the halfway, and Bradley Clyde puts out the fend. He gets Langmack a beauty. Meninga does the same on Taylor. It's gone out to McDonald. McDonald has beaten Farah, but Farah was able to stop him long enough for Langmack. Walters, long ball Meninga, equally long for Clyde, now for Daly. Daly looks for support, finds Clyde. Clyde gets it back for Croker, and Croker goes in to put Canberra back in front. 12-10 now in favour of the Raiders.
Well, hard to believe that there's ever been any doubt about Laurie Daly's fitness. Magnificent step and change of pace here to get behind the Western Suburbs defence. The ball went a couple of plays wide to him. He stood up Jason Taylor very easily. Brad Clyde backing up, got the overhead pass to Croker, who changed direction. 3 Western Suburbs players caught out on his outside, and he's got the try down.
And the conversion successful from Laurie Daly. So Canberra now with a 14 points to 10 lead. Mark Bell. Bell to play it. 12 metres into Canberra's territory. Tackle number 1. This is the 6th that they're going to turn it around if they are. Bell. This is Dimmick into space. Over the 22. Runs out of support. 12 metres out. Terry Hill goes from dummy half. Pass has gone away now for Dimmock. Canberra scrambling in defence. All hands on deck. Langmack. Langmack looks, but he can't find a runner. Now he finds Farah. Farah does the job. Farah gets it down for the black and white. Yes. 14 all now.
14 all. Jason Taylor, plenty of pressure on him, but good play there from Western Suburbs. Kept the ball alive. That's what you've got to try and do in this sevens football. Take a couple of players out of the defence. That's what Paul Langmack was able to do. Farah, only Meninga to beat with some cover coming across, but he was too close. Got the ball down. Laurie Daly appeals to the referee, but no chance.
So Jason Taylor, a chance to break the deadlock. And it's a bad kick. So we go into extra time. Canberra and West, first to score, wins.
Now, we had this situation in the first game, Ray, with the Wigan side against Cronulla. In that situation, Wigan got the feed of the scrum.
Last team in possession
Last
gets
team,
the
so
feed.
Western Suburbs will have the first opportunity.
Western Suburbs to feed, and that's the way it is. And, it has been won by Canberra. And as we said, fair ball.
Knockback rule. What a break there for the Canberra side. Steve Waller's out of dummy half.
This is Harrison. Bradley Clyde. 35 metres out. Daly. Meninga. Long ball.
It's all over.
And Canberra's going in to score. Mullins does the job again for Canberra. Well, the loss of that scrum has been the death knell for Western Suburbs.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to get beaten in this game. There'll be some controversy over that. Tough to lose one against the feed three-man scrum. But good play here. Meninga saw that he had Mullen Dunmark out wide. He's been able to run the points in. He's had a good game, Russell Mullins, for the Canberra side. And they've been able to scrape home, but it all came back to that restart of play into extra time.
So the Nissan 7 sees Canberra 18 defeat Western Suburbs 14.